story about you getting the Super Bowl ticket away. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was some guys who were like the first responders, because somebody had like a seizure and a like heart attack at the game. It was a preseason game, and those guys actually saved that girl's life, and so they had to be repaid with something. So I surprised them, at their job, the police officer, with 2 Super Bowl tickets.
Great. Daniel, I heard media last season doing fantasy football podcast. Everyone told me if you could stake your whole career on one guy, who's your prediction as breakout player? And I told everyone Kareem Hunt, and then we all know what you came in and did this year. What do you think coming into your second year? Where do you see yourself? And with Patrick Mahomes and everyone on the team, how excited are you to come into this season?
I'm very excited to come in my second year, and I can't wait to get back out there and do the best I can, to go further into the playoffs and hopefully bring home a Super Bowl. And I'm just, training my body, getting everything right, and making sure I have a better season than last year.
Kareem Hunt, Jonathan, I2L Media. Obviously, with big of a name as you are in fantasy football, being at this event, what does it mean to you, and how are you able to interact with the fans?
It means a lot. I know a lot of people play fantasy football, and it's pretty exciting to see how happy people are, seeing you just walk around and stuff like that. And I like to make an impression on kids and people, and it's just a good feeling.
Have you ever dealt with a fan who maybe took it a little bit too seriously, either was upset with your performance or maybe was a little too congratulatory when you played well?
Pretty much every day. It's always somebody, upset with your performance, either DMing you on Instagram or Twitter or commenting on your pictures saying a whole bunch of stuff trying to, beat you up with words. But, you can't focus on that. It's football. You're going to have good games, you're going to have bad games.
Kareem, James Courtney, Die Hard Media. Some players go their whole careers without ever making it to the playoffs. You were fortunate enough to get into the playoffs as your rookie year. What kind of experience did you gain from that, and how can you move that forward, like you said, to elevate to the next level and go deeper in the playoffs?
Definitely, it's just a different speed. Every game could be your last game in the playoffs, so nobody wants to go home at that time. So you see guys going as hard as they can. During the season, there'll be some teams that really don't got anything to play for because they're already out of the playoffs or something like that. But it's just everybody gonna give it their best shot in the playoffs. So I learned that. I know I gotta focus, lock in, and you gotta make it as many less mistakes as possible.
Andy Albers, we know you've been very supportive of the military. Have you had a chance to interact with some of the military since we were here?
Yeah, I talked to a few of them, and it's definitely a good thing. I want to thank them for their service, and I had a big 6'9" guy walking me around. I felt safe. Pretty much, yeah.
Kareem, Patrick Paul, 24/7 Sports. Coming into the league, a lot of people kind of overlooked you for the most part, and then you made your impact and made a very real impact immediately. Coming up, who was one or two of NFL running backs that you looked up to and kind of modeled your game after? And even now, who are some of the running backs in the league that still kind of make you sit back and say, oh, man?
Coming up, I was definitely, a Ricky Williams fan. And just seeing what type of back he was just able to do it all, big, strong, and fast. So looked up to him. And then there's a lot of backs right now that out there that's just like, whoa, like it's some good running backs in the league right now. And I have to say Todd Gurley is definitely one of them, and Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, Alvin Kamara. It's a bunch of top-notch running backs right now. It's hard to, the list keeps going on.
Of all of those, you still taking you first in the fantasy draft?
I'm putting my money on me right now.
Anybody else?
In fantasy football, obviously you said you take yourself. Outside of yourself, would you take running back, receiver, first round, and why?
I really don't know. I don't play fantasy football. I play real football. So I don't know. I'd probably put it on a quarterback or a running back or something like that. Somebody who gets the ball a lot.
All right.
Great. Alan, with number one, do you have any specific expectations in terms of production for yourselves this season?
Win. That's pretty much it. My expectation is to win. Hopefully, win every game. I'm the type of person who hate losing, so I'm a competitor.
Did you get a chance to chat with Zeke out there at all, or have you had a chance at all?
Yeah, I chatted with Zeke yesterday. You know, we talked. I didn't really get to see him. I've been busy walking around and talking to people.
You admire him from afar, obviously.
No, I've known Zeke since college. You know, I went to Toledo. That's like 2.5 hours from Ohio State. So I used to go up there.
Thanks, guys.
Great, thanks,
Thank you.
thanks everyone.